Hey there, dads. Today I want to shed some advice on an experience that I've had some luck with, and that is 7 realistic weight loss tips for dads who don't have the time. So, all of you dads out there, I know we don't have the time, and I almost think we don't have the energy, and we just get stuck in like this loophole of like this inefficiency of just eating like crap with the kids. You're eating out, oh, the kids want McDonald's, and I'm just like, should I order something? Whatever. But anyways, I want to get right to this. Hopefully you can have a listen to this on your way home, on your drive, while you're exercising. Maybe, probably not. So here are the top 7 realistic weight loss tips that I want to talk about. So, number 1, this one is very, very important. Prioritize protein at every single meal. And that's so that you can hold that protein for a longer amount of time versus eating other crap. Protein is obviously going to stay in your body a lot better than a lot of the other stuff. And it helps maintain muscle while also losing fat. And like some easy meals like that contain a lot of protein are eggs. I really lean on eggs, Greek yogurt, rotisserie chicken, and like meats. I know that some of you guys may not believe in like eating a lot of meat, but I do, and I find it to be I can eat less, but it has more push as far as protein. The longevity of the meals kind of stick with you a lot more. And number 2 here is walk more and don't worry about the gym. I think a lot of us are freaking out and feeling guilty about not going to the gym. But if you can just get off your butt a little bit, get on the sidewalks and just walk, it is so beneficial. And I push myself to do this as well. And walking is underrated, and it is a fat loss gold mine, and I've found that to be. I've been pushing myself to walk maybe like 3 or 4 miles a day now, and it not only helps clear the head. I think of it almost like I'm meditating, and I don't do therapy anymore, but it's almost like a therapeutic power for me of meditation. I push myself not to listen to music, not to like just constantly be listening to something, and I find that to be extremely beneficial. So adding steps while playing with kids is also something you can do. If you don't have time to walk, maybe you go out in the yard and push your kids to play soccer, because that is actually walking. And say if you're at work and you take a lot of business calls, jump on outside, put the earbuds in, and just walk while you talk. I always push myself to do that as well. And another one I heard the other day on TikTok is park further away when you go to stores. And this is obviously going to matter, like how much you shop and stuff. I personally hate shopping. I have my groceries delivered and stuff. But like when you go to stores, try to park in the outside, like the farthest parking spot away. My daughter always laughs because I do this. She's like, Dad, why are we walking so far away? It's just like, we can walk. So like, this is the beauty of this, and it gets you that extra little bit more of steps. And I guess what I'm trying to say here is walk more and stop worrying about the gym, because chances are we kind of beat ourselves up about the gym, and it is what it is. So the third thing is cut liquid calories first. So we're talking soda, beer, juice. They're like the sneaky calories that kind of get in. And I have found that just cutting beer in itself is like very beneficial to me. I know a lot of you beer guys are probably thinking like, I'm not cutting my beer. Also soda, cutting soda calories was, soda is my crush. I wake up thinking about it. But I only allow myself 1 can of soda a day, and I think as like an adult, you probably have to get used to that. So, because drinking your calories is just not a great way to go. Replace, water is amazing. Try to replace everything with water, or like black coffee or flavored sparkling water. I'm looking down, just kind of like looking at my notes. This is one change that can make a massive difference, and it made a huge effect. I was starting to get kind of the man boobs coming in, and what I found really kind of helped was just cutting all the sugar, and like the sodas was crazy, the juices, all of that stuff. And also like exercising, it comes back to the walking. And again, all these kind of like add up and snowball with each other. So, and then the fourth thing to do is to eat the same healthy meals on repeat, because it's almost like your mind gets used to knowing the meals. What me and my girlfriend will do is we'll have like some staple meals that we always go to a couple nights a week for sure. Like chicken and rice is one of our go-tos. Fish and rice. If we're making red meat, it's always going to be like with a vegetable or something with like broccoli, and we just because there's going to be a lot of protein and calories in the meat. You just kind of got to even it out, and it's hard. You know what I mean? Because but eating those same healthy meals is what's really kind of going to train your brain into getting used to them. In my 20s, I was really used to kind of just like jumping around. Oh, we'll order pizza, blah, blah, blah. But if you're strict with it and get on those healthy meals on repeat, it makes it just so much easier. And again, maybe pick 2 to 3 go-to meals for breakfast and lunch, because those are like the easiest meals. Maybe if you want to like have a lot of a fancier meal for dinner, that's what a lot of adults tend to do as well. I think it's funny how I'm like referencing adults, Number 5 on the list, methods for dads to lose weight that don't have time, is to stop finishing your kids' plate. And I know that sounds funny, but those leftover nuggets, the chicken nuggets and the fries add up. It's all the crap. The dad snacking habits. And again, I did the same thing. I used to call it the dad tax. Hey, if you're not going to finish that, bring it my way, But try to really kind of train your brain into not eating all the crap. Like it just kind of boils down to it all just kind of being crap. And that one seems pretty easy to me. And the snacking, you kind of got to roll in the snacking with it. And I think that one's pretty simple. Stop finishing all your kids' food. Stop eating everything on the counters. Stop being a slob. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Sorry, guys. All right. So number 6 on the list is probably not what you would think, and it's to sleep more. And not only more, but try to sleep better. So the lack of sleep actually creates more cravings and poor food choices. Did you know that? There's a recent study done. I don't have any information on it or whatsoever. It's kind of like I'm just kind of regurgitating what I've heard. But so essentially the lack of sleep equals craving crappier foods, which is kind of weird. I know it doesn't, it's almost like it all comes together with being healthy, sleeping healthy, feeling better, acting healthy. It's almost like it's a full package, and it only makes sense, right, guys? Once you start one thing, it's going to kind of snowball into the next thing. So try to get better sleep, set an alarm, try to get that exercise in, because you're going to be more sleepy at night. Your body's going to be more exhausted. If you sit on a computer all day like I do, that exercise is extremely crucial to kind of like getting your body to be more tired at night. I know it sounds a lot simpler than what it actually is. And then try to do no screens before bed, or lay in a dark, cool room. Consistent like going to bed times and wake up times is crucial. I know we're all different and we each struggle with different things. Like I struggle at falling asleep because like my body, my mind and body just wants to go, and I can't get to sleep. And then also I'm really early to rise, and I could go to bed at 1 a.m. and still get up at 7 a.m. no matter what. And I think sticking to those crucial schedules are really going to kind of help, like, it's going to help your body get used to like patterns. And that kind of comes back to the patterns with the healthy meals. And once you kind of get into this full pattern of everything, the healthy meals, the healthy living, the healthy mind, it's all going to come together. It's crazy how that works, right? And sleep is actually your hidden weight loss weapon. A lot of people don't know this, but like when you sleep healthier, you are going to wake up healthier and eat healthier. I know it sounds weird, but it is what it is. Hit me up in the comments, guys. Do you guys have like a crutch drink that you lean on? I've been recently just been like royally obsessed with vitamin water. It drives my girlfriend bananas. She's a nurse, ironically, but she's claiming that I should be drinking regular water, but I don't like regular water and I prefer vitamin water. So it is what it is. And I don't know. Do you have a crutch drink? Hopefully it's not soda. Maybe it's coffee, or maybe it's Gatorade. Maybe it's like a Propel. They have the sparkling waters. They have Liquid Death is another popular one. And I guess we'll move on to the next one. But yeah, hit me up in the comments. So here is number 7. You got to figure out a way to track your progress without obsessing of what your weight actually is. You know what I mean? Because it's easy to be like, oh, I'm at 180 pounds, or I'm at 200 pounds, and I want to be down to 180. The trick is, to try to figure out small little things that you can accomplish. Like I wanted to go a belt loop on my belt, and it seemed small, but once I hit it, it seemed easier. Like create small little accomplishments for yourself instead of just giving you the biggest one that makes it super hard to fulfill. If I want to lose 20 pounds, it's super hard to fulfill in a week's time. Whereas like in a 2-week span, I can maybe come down on a belt loop, you know what I mean? And just try to figure out some stuff, How do your clothes fit? How are your energy levels? Do you have progress photos? Sorry. I've recently been sick. I caught something off my daughter. And then, because the scale weight fluctuates and it makes a guy discouraged. And as a dad, once you get discouraged, it's just like, well, I'm just going to let it all go. And it's happened to me on repeat, like for so many years. And consistency is a lot better than perfection. You know what I mean? Because just stay consistent and just find little things that you can accomplish. Every little feat or defeat, you should be happy with yourself. Like instead of drinking every time I grab one of these, I say, hey, it could be a soda. I'm proud of myself. And, I used to drink 3 sodas a day. I slowly got myself down to 1, and I'm going to try to get rid of that 1. And I put praise on myself, and I tell my girlfriend, hey, I've done this. And she says, that's good. Good job. Have your partner push you. You know what I mean? So guys, hit me up in the comments. What do you guys think of this? These seem like really easy 7 realistic weight loss tips for dads who don't have the time to lose weight, essentially. You know what I mean? And as a dad here, I'm on Jesse's channel here, just kind of like doing a shout out. This one kind of touched my heart because I've been working on the weight loss thing, I think, like we all are. Hit us up in the comments. Let me know how you guys are doing with your weight loss as fathers. It's extremely difficult, and this was kind of a low edited production video, but I felt like it was super raw, and I want to shed some opinions on it because I felt like I've lived it and it's close to my heart. All right, guys, without further ado, please consider subscribing to the channel here, and we'll see you in the other videos here. So